Assalamualaikum and very good day to everyone. My name is Nuraina Shamimi and today I will be presenting my topic Corporate Governance Risk in Islamic Financial Institution. In this presentation, I will explain what corporate governance risk is, discuss its causes, characteristics, and impacts, compare it with conventional finance, explore risk management strategies, provide a Malaysian example, and conclude with recommendation for improving governance in Islamic financial institutions. So let's begin with the introduction. Islamic finance is a financial system that operates according to Sharia principle. It prohibits riba, which is interest, kara meaning uncertainty, and maisir or gambling. Instead, it promotes ethical investment, fairness, transparency, and risk sharing. Financial risk management is essential because it helps Islamic financial institutions identify, assess, and manage risks that may affect their operation and financial stability. Effective risk management also protects customers, investors, and the overall financial system. One important risk is corporate governance risk. As Islamic financial institutions continue to grow globally, good governance becomes increasingly important because this institution must not only achieve financial success, but also ensure that all activities comply with Sharia principles. Therefore, strong governance is necessary to maintain accountability, transparency, and public confidence. Corporate governance risks refer to the possibility of financial losses, reputational damage, or operational failure caused by weak governance practices. This may occur due to poor leadership, ineffective internal controls, conflict of interest, or fail to comply with laws and Sharia requirements. In Islamic financial institutions, governance is especially important because it includes both corporate governance and Sharia governance. Besides achieving good financial performance, institutions must ensure that all products and services follow Islamic principles. Good corporate governance promotes transparency, accountability, fairness, and responsible decision-making. These principles help protect stakeholders while strengthening confidence in Islamic financial institutions. Now, let's take a look at the characteristics of corporate governance risk. One important characteristic is that it is often difficult to detect in early stages. Weak governance may develop gradually, making problems less visible until they become serious. Corporate governance risk also affects strategy decision-making. Poor decision by the board or senior management can influence an institution's financial performance, operational efficiency, and compliance with regulations. This risk affects various Islamic financial institutions, including Islamic banks, takaful operators, and Islamic investment companies. Because these institutions manage public funds, any governance failure can have a long-term consequence, including financial losses, legal actions, and damage to their reputation. Therefore, early monitoring and strong governance practices are essential to minimize these risks. Corporate governance risks can arise from several factors. Internal factors include weak leadership, poor internal controls, ineffective board oversight, and conflict of interest within management. External factors include changes in regulations, political uncertainty, and increased competition in the financial industry. Economic factors such as inflation, financial crises, and economic downturns may place pressure on institutions and increase governance challenges. In addition, technological factors such as cyber attacks, digital fraud, and weak information technology governance have become major concerns as more financial services move online. To better understand this issue, let's look at a Malaysian example. Tabung Haji is a Malaysian institution that helps Muslims save and prepare financially for the Hajj pilgrimage. Because it manages public funds, strong corporate governance is essential. Several years ago, concerns were raised because it is financial reporting and investment decision. This issue attracted public attention and affected confidence in the institution. As a result, governance reforms were introduced to improve transparency, strengthen accountability, and enhance financial management. This example shows that even established Islamic institutions can face governance risks. It also highlights the importance of effective oversight, responsible leadership, and continuous governance improvement to maintain public trust. Corporate governance can have significant impacts on many stakeholders. For Islamic financial institutions, weak governance may result in financial losses, operational disruptions, regulatory penalties, and Sharia non-compliance. This issue can affect the institution's overall performance and sustainability. Customers may lose confidence if they believe that the institution is not managed responsibly or does not fully comply with Islamic principles. Investors may also become less willing to invest because governance weaknesses increase uncertainty and financial risks. On a larger scale, governance measures can affect the stability of the financial system and reduce public confidence in the Islamic finance industry. Since trust is one of the foundations of Islamic finance, maintaining strong governance is essential for a long-term success. Both Islamic conventional financial institutions aim to achieve good corporate governance, but there are important differences. Islamic finance is based on Sharia principles, while conventional finance mainly follow commercial and financial regulations. Islamic financial institutions must establish a Sharia committee to ensure that all financial products and operational comply with Islamic law. Conventional financial institutions do not have this additional governance requirement. Furthermore, Islamic finance places greater emphasis on ethical business practices, fairness, and social responsibility, whereas conventional finance generally focuses on profitability and shareholder value. Because of this additional responsibility, governance in Islamic financial institutions is often more comprehensive and requires closer monitoring. Several strategies can help reduce corporate governance risk in Islamic financial institutions. First, institutions should establish a strong and independent board of directors that provides effective oversight and make objective decisions. Second, an independent Sharia committee should regularly review product, contracts, and business activity to ensure compliance with Islamic principles. Internal and external audit are also important because they help identify weaknesses in governance and improve accountability. In addition, institutions should use technologies such as artificial intelligence or AI, data analytics, and cybersecurity systems to monitor transactions, detect unusual activities, and strengthen risk management. In Malaysia, institutions also follow governance requirements issued by Bank Negara Malaysia, which further support effective corporate governance. Overall, the current governance framework for Islamic financial institutions has several strengths. It combines corporate governance with Sharia governance, promoting ethical decision-making, transparency, and accountability. Malaysia regulation issued by Bank Negara Malaysia also provide clear guidance for governance practices. However, there are still some challenges. Maintaining strong governance requires qualified professionals, regular training, and significant financial resources. Smaller institutions may find this requirement difficult to meet. In addition, rapid digital transformation has introduced new risks, including cyber threats and data security concerns. To address these challenges, Islamic financial institutions should continue strengthening governance frameworks, provide continuous training for board members and employees, invest in cybersecurity, and adopt international best practices to improve governance and maintain public confidence. In conclusion, Corporate governance risk is one of the key risks faced by Islamic financial institutions. Weak governance can lead to financial losses, reputational damage, regulatory penalties, and Sharia non-compliance. Throughout this presentation, we have discussed the definition, causes, characteristics, impacts, and risk management strategies related to corporate governance risk. We also look at a Malaysian example that shows how governance issues can affect public confidence and why continuous improvement is necessary. As the Islamic finance industry continues to grow, strong corporate governance will remain essential for ensuring transparency, accountability, sustainability, and compliance with Sharia principles. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this presentation has provided a better understanding of corporate governance risk in Islamic financial institutions.